ba 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 da. Dun, dun, dun. I have no idea if this is working. It says we're connected. I'm just not getting any direct feedback. Okay, there we are. Hello, people. Welcome to a quick live stream. I guess I was kind of bored and I wanted to fly some airplanes, and I saw this world, which is the White Cliffs at Dover, which happens to feature two of my favorite airplanes in the entire world, the British Supermarine Spitfire and the Messerschmitt 109, two fantastic, incredible airplanes from the World War IIs. So I was thinking we could check that out and just chill out. Have a nice chill out fly session. And this is an avatar I designed fairly recently, just an Avali. It's like a bird kind of thing. I don't know. I thought it was cool. One hell of a cool canvas to paint on. Endless options. Gives you a lot of interesting factors. But yeah, I thought we'd see what's up with all these amazing airplanes. So let's do that. So which one should we go first? Because we got Supermarine Spitfire, and of course we got the Messerschmitt 109, both of which I've seen in real life, also flying, thanks to the American Heritage Museum and the Collings Foundation, which, if you never heard of them, definitely look them up. They have some pretty cool toys in their arsenal that you can go see. So, definitely I would recommend. I'm going to give you a first-person view here. And we're going to go see what we can get into. Ah, there it is. It's pretty low poly, but let's check this thing out. I'm seeing a lot of pop-in. Generally not good. But here we are. Here is the Supermarine Spitfire in all its glory. This is a pretty nice model, actually, not gonna lie. Nice. This looks great. Fantastic. Although that's a little off, but we'll ignore that. I'm just going to turn off stream camera here, so make sure everything works proper. And yeah, let's do a quick walk around on the other side here so we can see exactly what we're looking at here. Yeah, this airplane has quite the history in the service. I mean, it was known pretty much to just decimate anything the Germans had at the time. The only airplane that had even a shred of a chance against it was the Focke-Wulf 190. There we go. Nice detailed model, looks pretty good, not too shabby. Got our control sticks, our throttles, and all these controls here that you can manipulate. So this uses the SAC flight system in VR. Let's just close that. There you go. You can hear a little better now. So basically the SAC flight system just makes, you can control the pitch and the yaw here, basically just by going left or right. That'll control like your rudder control and stuff. And then, of course, up and down for, pitch. Your left hand's going to control, like, your throttle and stuff, and that's all manipulated, with the left hand. You have to use your joystick here to, operate these controls here. Again, one for each hand. Got machine guns that actually blow us backwards when we use them. You can toggle on your flaps, your gear. You can turn on the smoke if you want to. We only are going to use that once we get airborne. And of course you can see the sights here. Looking down these sights is pretty cool. It's definitely a very exciting airplane, to be sure. The Spitfire is just, it's so iconic. Probably the most iconic airplane from World War II. And the fact that we're flying on the cliffs of Dover is even more cool. So I'm going to add a little bit of throttle input here. And we're going to see if we can get it to taxi. So we want to taxi out ever so slightly. I do have brakes, so I'm going to arm those. So just test those out. We got brakes. I'm going to throttle it down a little bit just as we're taxiing. So I think we're actually on the runway right now. This is the runway. So basically, this airplane's what they call a tail dragger. So when you're taxiing this airplane, you can't really see where you're going, like because the nose is up in the sky. So the general technique when you're taxiing these airplanes, the tail draggers here, you have to kind of lean out the side as you're going. And you have to lean out each side, you know, kind of back and forth. I'm going to get her lined up here on the runway. We're going to taxi. I'm going to give it throttle while braking. That should, in theory, allow us to pivot. It's not pivoting. I'm just going to do some brake work here. There we go. Now she's turning quite nicely. All right, throttle her down. Oh, God. Oh, prop strike. Yeah. Yeah, that's not supposed to do that, for sure. Well, this is a very awkward position to be in the Royal Air Force. I don't think we can salvage this because it broke. Yes, this is not how this is supposed to work. So that is that's a fine example of what you don't do in the Royal Air Force. So let's grab another airplane from over here. Luckily we have the quick flight system. All right, this time we're just gonna go for it. So now we know what not to do. So yeah, add a little bit of throttle here, get her going. So you just kind of look like this, you know. God, this thing's quick. That is not a runway, for sure. And I can't even get this on the runway. It does not control very well. We're just going to go for it. We're just going to go for it. I'm just saying screw it, and we're just going to gun it. Hit her on a nice straightaway. Make sure we're somewhat straight going down. She's bouncing. Oh! And we are airborne. Oh, God, we're not. Oh, gosh. All right, do that, do that. Gear, flaps, crash. Don't crash. Oh, God, trees. Will not pull up. Yeah. Yeah, that's also another prime example of what not to do in the Royal Air Force. So, yeah. Unfortunately, this needs some tuning. These airplanes are just not tuned very well in this world. So by all means, we should have been able to take off quite fine. We did not. We're just going to go for it again. I've seen this problem happen with the SAC flight system in VRChat, so this isn't the first time this has really happened to me. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with this system because the aircraft is not supposed to behave this way on takeoff. So clearly there's an issue, which is unfortunate because I really did want to fly this airplane. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get much of an opportunity. Let's respawn really quick. We're going to try the Messerschmitt 109 here. So this airplane is quite interesting. It was known for its faulty landing gear, which liked to collapse quite a bit. Other than that, it was a really good fighter plane that the Germans cooked up pretty quick. It could do a lot of different tasks. It was situated for, like, light bombing duty. It could do fighters. It could do interceptors. I mean, the thing was pretty awesome. Oh, here we go. Nice startup sequence on it. That's a nice touch. Okay, so this one, the pedals do work. We do have rudder. So this one might actually fly, unlike the other one, which didn't seem to have rudder control. Boy, that's a nice hearty slap there when you close that down. That is proper German engineering. Let's hear that again. Listen closely. That'll take your head clean off when that slams. So, without further ado, let's try to get this bird up in the air, this old German warbird. The throttle's really sticky. They definitely adjusted this kind of weird. Oh, they got a bomber over there. That is I think that's the Horten. That's the Horten, I believe it's called. That was like Germany's dual-engine bomber, kind of their jack-of-all-trades bomber. They didn't really have four-engine long-range bombers during World War II. Pretty much Germany just used this guy to do most of their tasks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that... Well, it could be the Dornier. That might be a Dornier, too. Either way, very cool bomber. It's actually a really nice model. That's a really nice model. Looks really good sitting there. Alright, let's line up here. Seems like a really nice early morning here. We got the mountains in the distance there. And the early morning sun. That's pretty nice. Hopefully this airplane wants to cooperate and we can actually get her up in the air. So let's try a more progressive increase on throttle here and see if she's a little happier with that. Let's see if she bounces around or how she behaves. All right, we're up. Oh, it's still doing the same thing. It's a little more stable, definitely more stable than the Spitfire was. Spitfire had literally zero. Ooh, we got two guns on this baby. So we got our machine gun and we got our cannon. So I believe it was a 20mm cannon or 25mm cannon that this bad boy was armed with. Which that was quite the armament to have on an airplane of this size. That would have done profound damage to any other aircraft. Not so much armored vehicles and tanks, but obviously you got the machine guns in the nose too. If I wanted, I can kick on the smoke. Can't really see it, but I don't think that works. But yeah, we're flying. It's a beautiful day. We're up in the BF 109 and just cruising around, man. Oh, there's the smoke we dropped. And you can see the carrier there. You can see the airstrip we took off from. The White Cliffs of Dover. Just a beautiful day. Just a beautiful day to fly. Interesting thing, I have seen this airplane in real life. Again, the American Heritage Museum. A very cool place. They actually have the real deal of one of these airplanes, and it's actually flyable. It's one of only a handful that are actually flyable in the entire world, not just, the state I live in, which is pretty profound once you think about that. And boy, it's a beauty. You can see it on the website. They got some nice pictures of it. And I think they even give you some of the backstory on it and where it's from and stuff. It's a pretty cool airplane. It's definitely a wow factor getting to be next to something like that from that much history, Would recommend. Definitely 100%. Let's do a nice low pass here. Bring her in nice and low. And we're going to do a nice gentle pull up right over the trees. Yeah, the 109, it's a good plane. Really, really fun. This thing is actually really quick. Let's do a little more aggressive maneuvers maybe here. A nice low pass over the runway. Let's come in fast and low and just give these people something to talk about. Zoom. And of course, the age-old question, can it do a flip? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, nope. She doesn't want to. She wants to keel over. There we go. There we go. I was afraid she was going to keel right over and just go, bottoms up, and then that would have been it. But yeah, let's get some altitude, and we'll see if she can do like some other barrel rolls and stuff, and we'll see just how well she's doing. As you can see, we're climbing our altitude. We got an altitude, our height, our horizon. A lot of these things are in German, so I can't really read German so much. Look at how high we got, though, in just a short period of time. Pretty impressive stuff. Like, this thing has quite the climbing capabilities. Like, there's no wonder this thing was incredible during World War II. Interestingly enough, this airplane actually had a service life after World War II with Spain, of all places. So you can actually still find a few of these that are for Spain, manufactured specifically for them. So another interesting little fact. I love that cannon. Look at those cannons go. I'm out of ammo, but... And you got the machine gun up front there. Let's try doing one of these boys. Oh, yep. Coming right up and over. Pulling a few G's. There we go. That didn't seem to bother it too much. Whoa, what's this writing in the sky here? Oh god. Well, apparently we hit a wall. Apparently that's the barrier you're not supposed to go out of. Hang on. Of course, it doesn't let me respond. There we go. We also have this guy, which I am not sure. Oh, our throttle sensitivity was down. No wonder it was not behaving. Let's pump that up. I'm going to pump that up too. I don't want that. There we go. That should be a little more spicy now. Let's try this. I am not familiar with this particular aircraft here. Obviously, it's British. It's armed to the teeth with rockets and all kinds of crazy stuff. Apparently, it has a turret you can use. You can't shoot your own tail off like in Indiana Jones. Well, let's give this a whack. Let's see what this thing can do. If I can find the cockpit. There we go. Interesting. Okay, she has rudder. This might be a little more questionable, the pitch and the yaw. So let's see how it does. I have a feeling this thing is not going to get off this carrier in one piece. We're going to give it a try, though. Let's see if she can do it. Oh my god, it actually did it. Oh god, something feels wrong with the control. Oh, this thing is slow. We do have rockets, though, which is pretty cool. Pretty neat that they mounted rockets on this thing. Let's fire some rockets at the White Cliffs of Dover here. We'll do a rocket raid. Has a machine gun too, which is cool. Yeah, this is pretty wild, flying on this old thing. It definitely doesn't feel very safe. It's kind of like riding a wooden roller coaster, and is very questionable at best, but interesting. You can see all the control surfaces here, and the control cables. This is all cable driven, so all the flaps and everything in the rudder controls, that's all cable driven, all through this this unit here. But you can actually see the rudder operating, and that's cool. So it behaves kind of like a real airplane, not too shabby. Not too shabby. This thing kind of handles like a pig, but at least the rudder control does work. You can see the base there, the military base. Let's try a landing. We're coming at a very extreme angle. So we're gonna have to really pump that rudder to get in here. Yeah, we're gonna have to settle for a more grassy landing for sure. Oh, she's listing a bit. Losing power, losing lift, coming down nice and gentle. Bammo. Good to go. We've made it to RAF headquarters. Clearly. You can just see where they parked the Supermarine Spitfire there. That's it. And I didn't try that Supermarine over there. Maybe that one will actually still fly. Maybe they fixed the flight characteristics on that one. I am not sure. That is a pretty cool airplane, though. I love the old school radial engines on it. I think that's pretty awesome. Oh, neat. It's got the viewing window on the side there. So this was probably an anti-submarine or anti-ship airplane. I bet it was used for spotting and for anti-submarine operations. So this probably went after U-boats and stuff. Why is there a machine gun pointing out of the back here? I don't think that is correct. That wouldn't make any sense for that to be there. I'm thinking it's probably a glitch. But we're going to try this one Supermarine Spitfire here. And we're going to see if we can get this thing to fly, because I really want to take this up. I mean, it's a legend. Oh, we're listing all of a sudden. There we go. Firing up the engine. Contact. All right, we leveled out. Let's try being a little more gentle with her. Look at those guns. Wow. Gotta try being a little more gentle with her. I think it's the throttle. It takes a while, even though I up the sensitivity on the throttle. I think it takes a time to get going. There's something with the rate of throttle that they adjusted on this model that isn't proper. We don't want to collide into our previous attempt there, so let's not do that. Alright, so we're on the strip. And, you know, we're just going to go for it. I'm just going to slowly, marginally increase the throttle. We'll see how she does. Holy shit, we're doing it. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're flying the Spitfire. She's up. She's level. She's doing okay. Yeah, look at this. Not too shabby. The controls do still feel a little weird here, but something with the rudder doesn't feel right. Look at those wings. That was what she was so famous for, was the design of the wings on this were designed for lift. They had a 4-degree angle of lift on them from the center of the aircraft to give you superior lift, and the edges were rounded on the wings too, which promoted its maneuverability. It was an incredible machine, this aircraft. I've got to see this fly in real life, or the real deal version of this. Aha, bullseye! I got to see the real deal of this fly, and I got to walk all around it and just experience the real version of the Supermarine Spitfire, and it was incredible. The particular one I got to see was actually flown by an actual war veteran who had quite a history. That was the Collings Foundation, one of their airplanes. And boy, just hearing that thing fly over, boy, will that blow your mind. It's indescribable, the sound. It's like the world's coming to an end as it just blasts past you. It's incredible. Let's try a flip. Oh god, no. No. Oh shit, wow, we just pulled out of that. Thank God for the maneuverability of the Spitfire. Yeah, she does not like to spin. She wants to keel over. There we go, there we go. Okay. There's just a technique you gotta do. You need to input some more rudder as you're spinning, so. This thing climbs like crazy, like. Look at how high we got in just like a matter of seconds, like. Look at our climbing meter. Like, we're climbing, 3,000, 4,000. And I'm not even really, like, pushing it hard upwards, you know? We're gonna hit 5,000. I forget what the operating ceiling of this aircraft was. I think it was... Oh, was it 10,000 feet, maybe? That was like the recommended max operating ceiling of this aircraft. But if you ever watch any documentaries about the Battle of Britain, you'll learn all about this airplane and the history of it and just how effective it was. I mean, it's probably the main reason England is still here, you know. This and the Hawker Hurricane. The Hawker Hurricane is another storied airplane in the annals of history, but the Spitfire was kind of like the pinup gal, the one everybody loved and the most iconic, you know. Definitely had the looks and the speed and the performance and the guns. It was quite the plane, a very impressive machine. But I just wanted to fly tonight. I was in a flying mood and I figured, hey, why not bring you guys along? Do a nice chill stream flying. Look at how quick we dropped. We're at 800 feet. We went from like 5 to 8,000 feet to like just 100 feet off the ground. Let's do 50, 30. Minus 3. 3 feet off the ground. That's pretty close. That's danger close territory. 184, 83. Yeah. I don't know if that's feet or meters, but it might be meters. Man, this thing actually flies really good. Like, it turns on a dime. Like, if you lean into it and, like, put her in a half roll, like, she just, like, she'll roll right there, right down and in for you and just, like, she'll just give you everything she's got. The thing flies great. Look at this. Look at how we just cut that corner and came right back into the airfield. That's cool. And I'm using elevator control there, like the rear elevator section, to basically push upwards. Let's kill that one annoys me, that nose down bird there. Let's clean that up a little bit. Let's clean up the airfield and just... That airplane's bothering me. We gotta get rid of it. It's broken. There we go. Good as new. Good as new. Oh, if you look here, that's actually an interesting little detail that they added in. So, during World War II, the Battle of Britain, one of the things the British were known for was they had radar. Early warning radar systems, so that's how they were able to scramble their airplanes. And that right there is a replica of one of the radar stations that they used to basically look out for the Germans when the Luftwaffe was getting ready to come across the English Channel and make some trouble, you know? So that's a nice little detail that they added in there. Pretty cool. Let's do a strafing run on a carrier. That'd be fun. This thing has a lot of firepower. Got him. Zoom. Let's go visit the Germans. See what they're up to over here. Oh, that's actually the German landing strip. We could actually come in for a nice landing. Let's put our gear down. Throttle this bird down. Ooh, we're gonna bounce. Oh god. There we go. There you go. Zigzag. You zigzag the airplane and the taxi. See how I'm looking out each side as we're going ahead? You wouldn't be taxiing at these speeds, though. That would be, insane. But hey, you just zigzag left. Look out that side. Zigzag right. Look out this side. Zigzag that way. Let's take up the bomber here. We can fly this thing, and see how this flies. It's a pretty cool looking model. Let's get the Spitfire off the landing pad here, though. There we go. Nice parking job. Nice and out of the way so other taxiing airplanes will not crash into it. So let's go check out this guy. Now this is interesting. It looks shot to hell. I am not so sure this is a safe aircraft. Oh, it's got a nose gun. Ooh, it's accurate too. Nice explosions, actually. They did a good job on that in this map. Alright, where is pilot quarters? Here we go. Alright. Let's start this thing up and see what this machine can do. This is a very unusual vantage point in this bomber. If you look here, very unusual setup. The way the pilot seats are set and then the nose cone there. A very different take than the American bombers from the same period. Alright, let's set that. This thing, I have no idea how it's going to behave, so we're going to take it nice and easy. Slow increase in throttle. This thing's slow, dude. Oh, we're flying. Alright, whoa, look at the shadow. That is cool. Check that out. That is a nice touch. We got bombs. Oh, look at this weird steering yoke on it. I gotta say, the viewpoint's pretty good on this. You can actually see quite a bit. You can look up and see out the sides. You can see each wingtip from your vantage point. You got pretty clear visibility in front of you. This reminds me strangely of the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars. This is very Millennium Falcon-esque in its design. Very interesting stuff. just dropped a bomb. I don't know what it's gonna do. Oh, and kaboom. Let's try some rudder control. There we go. Well, the rudder works quite well on this. This flies pretty good. Flies straight, level. Nice level flight. Rudder works really nice. That's what I'm probably most impressed with here. Oh, you can see the pedals working there. Working the rudders. As we kind of pitch left and right. That's all rudder control right there. We've actually made some pretty good height. We're still going up. We're 2,000. Gonna hit 3,000. 248, 250. Very nice, very nice. Nice level flight plan. Drop some bombs. Oh, yeah. Didn't really do anything, but this thing maneuvers unusually well. This thing should not maneuver this well for such a big, hulking airplane, but it's pretty darn efficient. I wonder if we can actually roll it. Like if it'll actually roll. We'll gain a little bit of altitude here and we'll see if we can actually roll it. I don't think it's gonna work because this airplane is just a colossus, you know? Max throttle. Alright, let's try this. Oh, she does not want to... There we go. No, there we don't. She's too big. There we go. Nope. This thing does not want to roll. It's not even remotely maneuverable enough for that. I wonder if we can do like a barrel roll though. Yeah, there we go. She did roll over backwards. We are upside down now. So it can actually do that, which is cool. That's pretty darn nimble for a bomber. Let's see if we can take it in for a landing. Gonna bring her down to the runway. Let us see what happens here. We're kind of losing altitude a little bit too fast here. She's going into a stall. Alright, we saved it. Just barely. Oh, we're going... Oh, right into the trees. Look, little German chunks. Cool. So yeah, that would have been a mission failure, because look at how far away we were from the runway. I don't get why this is parked way the heck out here. That's weird. Very unusual. But yeah, that's pretty much the White Cliffs of Dover map here on VRChat. Pretty cool map here. We should definitely check out one of the other ones too, because I had this one. picked out. And I think this one will be pretty impressive too. This has more fighter jets from the modern era. So I think it's F-14 and Harrier, F-18, and I think a few assorted other fighter jets. Hopefully it doesn't have annoying music. Oh god, this is not good. Yeah, this is not efficient at all. Look at this horrible lighting. This is exactly what you don't want to see in a world like this. I'm going to try it anyway. We're going to see where it goes. It's terrible. Ew, what the hell's this? This is a weird looking thing. That is a whacked out looking thing. I don't know what that is. That was the F-18 Super Hornet. That's pretty cool. And of course the F-14 Tomcat. Classic. Yeah, unfortunately this world, oh, it's bad, dude. That's not gonna do. Let's go to the Cold War. This is a cool map. This is definitely one I would recommend. Because this has the MiG-9 and the Corsair. Very nice. Okay. Oh, there's a carrier now. There never used to be a carrier in this map, so that's cool. So this has a cool feel. A few cool airplanes. So let's see. This one, nope, that's not the one I thought it was. Ah, here's the Douglas Sky Raider. This is a really cool airplane. I have also seen this in real life too. It is a very massive airplane. You'd think it would be like just the size of like a fighter airplane or something like that, but it was used as a bomber, like a strike bomber and stuff. It's very cool. These are all carrier-based planes, by the way, hence with the folding wings and everything. They actually got that correct. The mechanism here, this is actually 100% correct to the original airplane. That is very cool. Yeah, this is the Corsair. This was probably one of the more popular World War II carrier-based planes that the U.S. had. It was a very capable airplane. Very capable, very fast. And of course, you know, obviously you can arm it with rockets. It had machine guns. You could put even torpedoes on it, I think, at one point. There's a way to mount torpedoes on it. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. I really like the Douglas Sky Raider, though. That's a really awesome airplane. Ooh, is this the Wildcat? I think this is. I think this is the Wildcat. Another carrier-based plane. Very fast, very capable. Oh, that's cool. Looks good, looks good. This one, I do not remember the name of this. I think it might have been the Mosquito. I'm not 100% sure. This is a nice touch. Hamilton Standard is like the #1 airplane prop manufacturer, so it's pretty cool that they actually have this on the model, because the Hamilton Standard is on almost every old Warbird airplane that I've ever seen. They're just like industry standard, basically. Like, I want to take the Douglas Sky Raider because this airplane is I really miss this airplane. It's a really cool plane. Let's taxi her out and get these wings put down a little bit. Oh yeah, this handles way better than the last map. Yeah, the world designer definitely paid a lot of attention to detail with the controls in this. They definitely dialed it in and perfected it. So let's, this one you can hold the brakes down, throttle it up to rotate, which is how you're supposed to be able to do it, so that's cool. So let's show the party trick here of pretty much every carrier-based airplane out there. As the wings come down, bingo, you're ready to fly. So let's close the canopy. And yeah, we're gonna slowly increase throttle input and take this down the runway. Slowly build us some RPM. Take her nice and straight. We can see we're relatively straight enough that we're not going to collide with anything. Oh god, she wanted to do a face plant. Did you see that? She just went nose down immediately. That was sketchy, but we're good now. But yes, as you can see, we are armed to the teeth with, we got guns, a lot of guns, we got a lot of bombs. We got a hook for carrier-based operations if we want to launch off a carrier. What you see down there, that is something pretty cool the map designer put on. So that's the Russian base of operations. So down here you can find the MiG-9, which is one of my favorite fighter jets. It was first generation fighter jet for the Soviet Union. It's pretty cool. I'll have to show it to you once we're done flying the Douglas Sky Raider here. Let's go check out that carrier. I'm not sure what's based on there. Oh gosh. I'm curious what's parked on the carrier that you can actually fly, because you were never able to fly off the carrier here. So they just added in airplanes. What's on the deck? What do we got? I see nothing. Nothing. Oh, I hear an airplane. Where are we at? Where are we at? Oh, there's a town we can bomb. Let's come in for a bombing run. Not sure if we got anything, but I think we missed. We do still have our guns, though. Do some strafing runs. Oh, we got a target. We got two targets down. I thought we had rockets somewhere on this, but I guess it doesn't have rockets. We're just gonna have to do strafing attacks. Oh, that was sweet. A nice strafing run. Yeah, Douglas Sky Raider, that's a very fun airplane. Very nice. It's way bigger than you think it is. Especially when you see him in person. It's really cool. Oh, a little off course here. That's gonna cost me in the initial strafing run. I have to change target. Only got one on that one. That's just an example of some of the stuff you can do on this map, though. It's usually player versus player, and it can get pretty contentious and pretty awesome at the same time. We're gonna try to land here, although this would be the worst angle of approach you could ever use on a runway. We're gonna cut the engine and just kind of cruise in a very sloppy and unrealistic fashion that would get us killed. That's the MiG-9, and I think the Yak. We're gonna abandon ship. Bye, Douglas Sky Raider. Look at it, it can fly. It can fly. Oh God. I think it went kaboom. I didn't hear the explosion though. Let's go check out what the Russians have in store here. So this is a Yak. I am not sure of which model, but it is a Russian Yak. Quite nice. But the real one I like the best is this. This is the MiG-9 first generation fighter jet. So it has this ginormous freaking cannon, then these two ginormous freaking cannons on it. The thing is ridiculous. The pilot's basically sitting on a gun. Like the whole airplane is a gun. And that just cracks me up. It's like, did they design the gun first and just say, how do we make this fly? Or did they, take their time and design the plane around the gun? I don't know. It sounds so cool when you start it up, though. It has the coolest startup sound. It's got great controls. We're gonna close the canopy. It's very quiet, very relaxing, white noise machine, It's like flying a white noise machine. It's great. We're gonna move in here for a nice takeoff. Get her rolling. Increase throttle. And we are flying a MiG-9, baby. First generation Russian jet fighter. And it's quiet as a mouse. It's a nice relaxing flight. It handles great, it looks great, it's fun. Got those big cannons in the front there. I believe that's 20mm or 25mm. And we're just gonna fly. Have a nice flight. You can look out your window, see all the beautiful scenery. Yeah, this thing handles like an absolute dream. It's my favorite aircraft to fly, with just how good it flies. It's unbelievably fun. We're gonna kiss that mountaintop a little bit there, and perfect. We're gonna come in for an attack run now, at a very steep and aggressive angle. And we missed everything. Worst pilot ever. But yeah, I just wanted to chill out tonight, fly some airplanes. It's a nice night for that, for sure. Oh God. Man, that's always fun. Hang on. Let me spin that around. There we go. Hello. Yeah, so that's pretty much, I just wanted to stream for a little bit, fly some airplanes, show you guys some of the cool stuff you can find here on VR Chat, because VR Chat is awesome like that for aviation related stuff and military stuff and historical stuff you can find on here. There's even some cool tank worlds where you can have tank duels and stuff with your friends, and thanks for hanging out and being cool, man. Definitely, we'll have to do this again. I wish you the best, and yeah, thanks for watching the stream. More airplane stuff is on the way. I have been working on a few things, so you'll definitely be interested to see that when it comes out.